Have you ever felt like you're living but not really alive? Every morning you follow the same routine, but your heart feels empty. If you don't know where you're going, every path leads nowhere. It's time to stop, look within, and ask yourself, what is the true purpose of my life? To live with true purpose, we must first look inward and discover what truly drives us, our core values. These values are the invisible compass that guides every decision, shapes every dream, and determines what success truly means for us. Without knowing them, we often chase goals that look impressive to others, but leave us feeling empty inside. To live a meaningful life, you must first ask yourself, what truly matters to me when no one is watching? Your core values are not something you invent. They already exist within you. They are revealed through your choices, your reactions, and the moments that move you deeply. Think back to times in your life when you felt completely alive, fulfilled, or proud of yourself. What qualities were present? Perhaps it was honesty, creativity, freedom, kindness, or growth. Those moments are clues pointing directly to your inner values. For example, if you felt happiest when helping others, contribution might be one of your core values. If you felt proud when creating something new, then innovation or creativity could define you. Once you identify these values, everything else becomes clearer. You begin to understand why certain jobs excite you and others drain you. Why some people feel aligned with your energy while others don't. Living without values is like sailing without a compass. You might move fast, but you'll never know where you're going. Living by your values, on the other hand, transforms ordinary actions into meaningful steps toward fulfillment. However, identifying your values takes honesty and reflection. Many people confuse what society tells them they should value with what they truly value. For example, someone might say they value wealth because society celebrates financial success, but deep down what they really crave is security or independence. Another person might chase recognition when what they really desire is belonging. To discover your true values, you must look beneath the surface, beyond social pressure, beyond fear, beyond what others expect of you. A powerful exercise is to list your top 10 happiest memories and write down what made each one meaningful. Then look for patterns. Do your happiest moments revolve around creativity, love, growth, or adventure? Another method is to imagine your perfect day. What are you doing? Who are you with, and how do you feel? Your answers will reflect the values that bring you joy. When you live according to your core values, you naturally feel more at peace and confident in your decisions. You stop comparing your journey with others because you know what success means to you. You also begin to attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with your authentic self. In short, identifying your values allows you to live intentionally, not by accident, not by imitation, but by design. Living with purpose starts here, with clarity of heart. Once you know what you stand for, setting goals becomes easier because your goals will serve your values, not the other way around. Every decision becomes an act of alignment. Every challenge becomes a test of integrity, and every day becomes a chance to express who you truly are. Once you've uncovered your core values, the next step in living with purpose is learning how to translate them into clear, actionable goals. Without direction, even the strongest values can drift into confusion or complacency. Purpose needs a path, and that path begins with setting goals that are specific, measurable, and meaningful to you. Too many people go through life with vague aspirations. I want to be happy, I want to be successful, or I want to make a difference. While these desires are noble, they are too broad to inspire consistent action. The truth is, the brain loves clarity. When your goals are clear, your mind automatically starts searching for opportunities, resources, and ideas to make them happen. This is why the SMART goal framework is so powerful. It transforms abstract dreams into achievable steps. A specific goal answers the question, what exactly do I want? For instance, instead of saying, I want to get fit, you could say, I want to run 5 kilometers without stopping. That single detail gives your goal definition. It provides a finish line your brain can visualize. A measurable goal helps you track your progress. You need to know when you're getting closer to success. Numbers, milestones, or frequency help you see tangible results. For example, I'll save $500 per month, or I'll study English for 1 hour each day. Measurement builds momentum, because progress fuels motivation. A goal must also be achievable. Ambition is essential, but setting impossible goals only breeds frustration. The key is to stretch yourself, not break yourself. Ask, is this goal realistic given my current resources and time? If it's too far beyond reach, break it into smaller steps. Achievability doesn't mean thinking small, it means being strategic. Relevance is perhaps the most overlooked element of goal setting. A goal might be achievable and measurable, but if it doesn't align with your core values, it will eventually lose meaning. For instance, working 80 hours a week might get you promoted, but if one of your top values is family, that success will feel hollow. Always ask, does this goal serve who I want to become? Finally, a time-bound goal creates urgency. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. Deadlines create focus. They remind you that time is finite and precious, that every day counts. Saying, I will publish my first blog post by December 1st carries a different energy than I want to start a blog someday, but even with smart goals, balance is crucial. Life is not a checklist. It's an ongoing journey of growth. Goals are there to guide you, not to imprison you. When you achieve one, celebrate, but don't stop there. Ask yourself what the next chapter looks like. Growth never ends. When you align your goals with your deepest values, something magical happens. Your motivation becomes sustainable. You no longer chase goals out of fear or comparison. You pursue them out of purpose. Each milestone becomes a reflection of who you truly are. Every small victory builds your confidence and strengthens your belief that you are capable of shaping your own destiny. In the end, living with purpose isn't just about setting goals. It's about setting the right goals. Goals that excite you, challenge you, and most importantly, express your authentic self. Once you've defined those goals, the next step is to bring them to life through daily action, where intention meets execution. Once you've set clear and meaningful goals, the next challenge is to transform those intentions into daily action. This is where many people stumble. They dream big, they plan carefully, but when it comes to execution, they hesitate, procrastinate, or lose consistency. The truth is, goals don't create change, habits do. Your dreams will only come to life through small, repeated actions that compound over time. Living with purpose means understanding that every day counts. Grand achievements are simply the result of tiny, disciplined efforts repeated for weeks, months, and years. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up, even on days when you don't feel like it. Purposeful living is a marathon, not a sprint. The best way to start is by breaking your big goals into micro-actions. If your goal is to write a book, start by writing 300 words a day. If your goal is to get fit, commit to exercising for just 20 minutes daily. When the steps are small enough, resistance fades away. Progress becomes inevitable. Over time, these micro-actions create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. One of the most powerful tools for sustaining action is habit stacking. This means attaching a new behavior to an existing routine. For example, after I brush my teeth, I'll spend 5 minutes journaling, or after I make my morning coffee, I'll review my goals. By linking new habits to familiar ones, you train your brain to act automatically, reducing the need for constant motivation. Another important practice is tracking your progress. Humans are wired to seek feedback. When you see tangible signs of improvement, a checklist of completed workouts, a graph of savings growth, a calendar filled with consistent study sessions, you feel a sense of pride and forward motion. That visible progress becomes fuel for persistence. But even the most disciplined people have off days. There will be moments when you're tired, unmotivated, or distracted. In those moments, purpose must outweigh emotion. Remind yourself why you started. Think of the person you're becoming, not just the goal you're chasing. Some days you may only move one step forward, and that's still progress. The secret is consistency, not perfection. You can also design your environment to make action easier. If you want to eat healthier, keep nutritious food visible and hide the junk food. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. Environment shapes behavior more than willpower ever can. When your surroundings support your purpose, discipline becomes natural. Accountability is another key factor. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, or community that shares your vision. When others know your intentions, your commitment deepens. You're no longer doing it just for yourself. You're honoring your word. In the end, living with purpose is not about sudden bursts of effort. It's about steady, quiet persistence. Each small action may seem insignificant on its own, but together, they form the foundation of a meaningful life. Every day you follow through, you're not just getting closer to your goal, you're becoming the kind of person who keeps promises to themselves. And that, more than anything else, is what living with purpose truly means. Even with clear goals and a solid plan of action, the true test of living with purpose comes when motivation fades. It's easy to be inspired at the beginning, but it's what you do after that excitement wears off that defines your destiny. The secret is not endless motivation, and it's discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your intentions and your achievements. It's what keeps you moving when your emotions tell you to stop. Motivation is like the spark that starts a fire. Discipline is the wood that keeps it burning. People who live with purpose don't rely on fleeting feelings. They rely on habits, routines, and a deep sense of why. When you remember why you started, you reignite that spark from within. Your why is your anchor in times of doubt and your compass in moments of confusion. Without it, every setback feels like failure. With it, every setback becomes a lesson. To build inner discipline, start by understanding that you won't always feel ready. Waiting for the perfect moment or mood is a trap. Growth begins the moment you act, especially when you don't feel like it. Every time you show up despite resistance, you strengthen your willpower, just like a muscle. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes automatic. However, discipline isn't about punishing yourself or living rigidly. It's about creating consistency through compassion. Some days you'll achieve everything on your list. Other days you might fall short. That's okay. What matters most is returning to your path quickly. The people who succeed are not those who never fail. They are those who never quit. To keep your motivation alive, celebrate small wins. Too often we rush from one goal to the next without acknowledging progress. Take time to pause, reflect, and reward yourself for showing up. Every step forward, no matter how small, deserves recognition. Gratitude for progress fuels perseverance. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is another key. Spend time with people who inspire you, individuals who encourage growth, discipline, and positivity. Energy is contagious. Being around focused, purpose-driven people reminds you of what's possible. At the same time, protect your energy from negativity and distraction. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Stay kind, but stay firm in your focus. It also helps to visualize your progress. Imagine the version of yourself who has already achieved what you're striving for. How do they act? How do they think? Begin embodying that mindset today. This simple mental shift turns discipline into identity. You no longer have to force yourself to act like the person you want to become, because you already are that person in practice. Remember, consistency creates confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, wake up early, finish a workout, complete your daily goals, you send a message to your brain. I can trust myself. Over time, this self-trust becomes the foundation of unstoppable confidence. Living with purpose means understanding that motivation will come and go, but discipline stays. It's the quiet force that keeps you moving when nobody's watching. It's waking up early to work on your dream, even when the bed feels warm and the world feels cold. It's choosing progress over comfort, growth over ease. And when discipline becomes your habit, success is no longer a matter of chance, it's inevitable. Living with purpose doesn't end when you achieve your goals. In fact, that's only the beginning. Purposeful living is a lifelong journey of growth, reflection, and adaptation. Life changes constantly. Your circumstances evolve, your priorities shift, and sometimes what once felt meaningful no longer fits the person you are becoming. That's why it's essential to regularly pause, reflect, and realign your goals with your current values and vision. The truth is, many people become trapped by their own goals. They work tirelessly to achieve something, only to realize that it no longer fulfills them. They confuse persistence with stubbornness, But living with purpose doesn't mean holding on to old dreams out of pride or fear. It means having the courage to let go, to reevaluate, and to redirect your energy towards something that truly matters now. The most successful and fulfilled people are not those who never change direction, but those who know when to change course without losing sight of their deeper purpose. To stay aligned, make reflection a regular part of your life. Set aside time every few months to ask yourself important questions. Am I still excited about what I'm doing? Does my current path still reflect my values? What lessons have I learned since I started? These questions keep you connected to your inner compass. Writing in a life reflection journal can help you capture insights, lessons, and moments of clarity that you might otherwise overlook. Reflection also helps you appreciate progress instead of constantly chasing the next milestone. Too often, we rush through life measuring success only by what's ahead, forgetting to honor how far we've come. By looking back, you gain perspective. You see patterns, understand mistakes, and recognize your resilience. This self-awareness fuels more authentic growth moving forward. At the same time, be open to learning. Every experience, even the difficult ones, offers wisdom. Failure, disappointment, and change are not signs of defeat. They are opportunities to deepen your understanding of yourself. People who live with purpose treat life as a classroom. They stay curious, humble, and willing to evolve. Each season of life brings a new lesson, and the most purposeful individuals are lifelong students. As you adjust your goals, don't fear starting over. Sometimes beginning again doesn't mean failure. It means evolution. The path to purpose isn't straight. It's full of detours, lessons, and rediscoveries. When you allow yourself to grow beyond your old ambitions, you create space for something greater to emerge. It's also important to remember that purpose isn't a destination. It's a way of living. It's found not just in major achievements, but in small, intentional choices made daily. You live with purpose when you speak kindly. When you help someone without expecting anything in return, when you take care of your body and mind, and when you honor your truth. In the end, to live with purpose is to live consciously, to make choices that reflect who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. It's about evolving with grace, learning with humility, and acting with courage. The beauty of this journey is that there's no final point of arrival, only continuous growth, deeper understanding, and greater fulfillment. When you live this way, with awareness, alignment, and adaptability, every chapter of your life becomes meaningful. Even the uncertain moments serve a purpose, guiding you toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Life doesn't reward those who only dream, but those who act on their purpose. Don't wait until you feel ready. Sometimes opportunities never knock twice. Start today, even if it's just one small step, because every small step leads you toward a greater life, living with purpose. That's how you make your life truly worth living.